Well, the Singapore Grand Prix aims to be among the most environmentally sustainable street circuits on the Formula One calendar. Organisers say this is in support of F1's goal to be carbon neutral by 2030. Now, there will be many firsts this year, including an audit on the event's carbon footprint. And working with local partners is key in going green, as Aslam Shah finds out.
With 6 MRT stations linked to this circuit and water dispensers all around, organisers are urging fans to bring their own water bottles and use public transport to reach the Marina Bay Street circuit. There are 20% more recycling bins. There will also be generators that power cleaner energy to certain areas. These efforts will have a scorecard as carbon emissions are measured for the first time.
This is the first year that we're holding ourselves fully accountable by doing a carbon footprinting report. This is in hopes of developing a plan that will assist us to reach our goal of being one of the most environmentally sustainable street circuits by the end of the 7-year term.
And the efforts don't just stop here. For the first time, water will be sold in these recyclable cartons instead of plastic bottles. There will be also more than double the number of water refilling stations to 17. But perhaps most interestingly is the stuff that people use to eat and drink do not have to be thrown away. Let me show you what happens next in their life cycle.
These foodware will be collected after use and converted into fertilizer in just one day.
We basically made it in our plant-based material. So essentially it is digestible, it can be broken down. So we further put it through our digestion technology. We can accelerate the pace rapidly to the extent it can be turned into fertilizer.
These will be enhanced by a world-renowned fertilizer producer and are then ready to be used in farming.
The more you improve the soil, the more you can secure productivity and yields. But at the same time, in the case of Tria, we have the opportunity to recycle nutrients.
The F&B kitchens in the circuit are also going green. Used cooking oil from the event will be collected and converted into a cleaner form of fuel. This fuel will be trialled to power a generator this year.
A lot of people feel that Singapore has no natural resources. So although we don't have palm plantations or soybean or corn fields, we do have a lot of hawker centers and restaurants and 5-star hotels. So used cooking oil is actually a resource in Singapore.
An expert feels encouraged with the new measures, but says the bigger culprits could account for some 80% of emissions.
The major source of emissions is actually the logistics. And the second one is the fossil fuel they burn during the actual race itself. It's actually controlled by F1. That's something F1 needs to address sooner rather than later before stakeholders ask that question.
By next year, solar panels will be installed on top of the pit building. There is also the aim of using LED lighting throughout the track.